Hey guys, Anthony and 56 here from Stony Point High School Gaming. Today we're going to be playing Master X Master. Let's go get this game started then. So, the overarching principle of this game is that there are 3 attunements for every master. As we can see by pressing P or this button here, we can see every master, and I believe for this playtest they have unlocked every master for the players to test and, well, play. So you can see here, every master has their own attunement, which is kinetic, helix, or I believe this is, or ardent. And I believe that each attunement, it's basically a game of rock, paper, scissors. Each attunement will have weaknesses and strengths against other attunements. It's not like, well, first of all, I believe Helix is weak against Ardent. Ardent is weak against Kinetic, and Kinetic is weak against Helix. So the way I remember this is like this is blue for water. You know, it is stronger than fire. And fire, you know, burns up the green plants, and plants take in water. So that's kind of. And you saw the diagram when we were loading in. That's kind of how it works. When the attunement has is stronger than another attunement, you get special damage buffs and defense buffs against the weaker attunement. However, it's not too critical, and you can overcome these buffs and debuffs. So right now where we are is the bridge. We're looking at the bridge where players can see each other, be social, you know, talk to each other like, hello. Wait for queues and make parties and, you know, just complete quests that you can see over here on the left. What is Master X Master? Master X Master is a game that basically has everything. It's parts of everything. It's part MMO, RPG, and MOBA. I like to think of it as basically Diablo with MOBA aspects. It's a top-down shooter, and you're controlling with WASD. That's WASD. In a game, you would be pointing with your cursor and clicking to use basic attacks, and then you have Q, E, and R for your abilities, and we'll show you this in a short. So what we have here are the different game modes. Stages, which are kind of like dungeons in the typical MMORPG or like a thing like Diablo. And for this playtest, this mode has been restricted because they wanted to focus on the arena 5v5 Titan runes. So in the arena, you would normally have 2 modes: 3v3, which is basically just deathmatch, and 5v5 Titan runes. And then you have mini games, which is also disabled. Master training area, where you can just try out different heroes and different combinations that you want to try.
They won't hear a thing.
So the most unique thing about Master X Master is that you have you play as 2 different masters, and then in the game you switch between these 2 masters. You can see the Ardent, the Helix, and the Kinetic. Yep, looks like Helix Master's vulnerable to Helix, water is vulnerable to grass, and like resistant to fire. So that's just my way of memorizing it. Attunement. So yeah, and this is where you can just try out your different abilities, try out some combos. As you can see here, you can control it with Q, R, Q, and E. So I guess we'll go over this, the different parts of this HUD you have here. So over here, you can upgrade your different abilities, and in a 5v5 setting, you would be allowed to upgrade these abilities over time, I believe. they would have another meter over here for your level. Over here is your ultimate gauge, and it has 120 points out of 120 points. And every time you use your ultimate, that's 60 points. And you can switch between your characters, like you see here. Normally, they would have a cooldown of about 15 seconds. Here's another ability that you would choose. I believe they call it your auxiliary ability. And you can choose this in the 5v5 setting. I'll show you that shortly. And you can see I can just switch in between these two masters really quickly. So let's just return to the bridge. So, one thing to note before diving into the gameplay are nodes, skills, and weapon upgrades. Obviously, you can buy different skins and weapons. So I believe these you can, when you go into the 5v5 setting, you can equip different weapon upgrades, or different weapon upgrades. We'll call them that. However, this over here will not be in effect for the 5v5 because the more money you have, the more parts you have, the more you can upgrade, and that would be unfair for the setting. It would be basically pay to win. So I believe you can change this. Wait, and so maybe not. I'm not entirely sure. However, I do know that you can purchase different skills, like I'll show you here. You can purchase different skills using in-game currency, and you can equip these different skills for your Q or E. However, your ultimate, your R, there's only one choice for that. Oh, another thing to show are nodes. So a node is something you can trade for, basically using items from your inventory. This. And what they do is they help to augment and basically strengthen your master, the masters you choose. And they are universal. Your node setup is universal across every master. And you can see here that this master likes one offensive node, but we have two equipped, so it's a little less efficient than, I believe, Suzuka. Alright, so that's I believe that covers all the basics. So a lot of them, the settings and the materials and the upgrades are for the PvE setting, and they try to keep the PvP settings as neutral as possible, trying to make it so that you can't completely dominate the other team with it. So let's try to go into 5v5. So you can see we're in the queue right here, and we'll just wait for them to find a match for us. And what you see right here is my representative master. This does not affect in gameplay. It's just who the other people see you as on the bridge. I'll do this. Okay. There it is. This queue seems to be taking a while. For this game, for this playtest, the developers created a ranked mode, which is pretty exciting for me. However, I don't believe you can see your rank until you're in game, which is something they need to work on. Another thing is you have daily, weekly, and monthly missions, which you can complete to get materials and help upgrade your masters, to help with the PvE stages, which will help you do more. You do stores, buy that. Guide. So, like I said, this is on the playtest, so it's still in development, but I think this game has a lot of potential. So we're just gonna be hoping that everybody in the queue accepts. Looks like they did. So what we're doing now is drafting our masters. We get to pick our masters and I don't believe they don't allow repeats on the same team, but they will allow. So one like Lua here could be on the enemy team as well as on our team. And what these bands are bands for the opposite team. So Suzuka and Death Knight is banned for the other team, and they have Suzuka and Death Knight banned for us. So we're gonna go with Lua.
Incoming collateral damage.
And Ku. So I like to choose two masters to have different attunements, so that they don't get so that it's not overall weak to one specific attunement. And I think we're gonna go for sprint here, so that we can pursue and chase kills. Otherwise, I would take recovery pulse to help, you know, delay deaths and heal ourselves. So as you can see here, you can choose your abilities by equipping them. I believe so, and you can equip these different weapon upgrades. As you can see here, our node efficiency, and we're just gonna wait for the rest of the team. As for tactics, I don't believe this. I don't believe this game has, since you can choose two masters. You can basically make plays all by yourself. You can be a tank and an assassin. Somebody that deals a lot of damage by yourself. So as for a quote-unquote meta, or something that's viable competitively, that hasn't been developed too much. I don't see many people going support too much. You just take the auxiliary skill of healing, and that's good enough. That will suffice. I sometimes, however, will like to go play support, but I haven't seen it too often. Wait for the game to load in here. Hopefully we can get a win for you guys, for the viewer.
You have joined a Titan Ruins match. Battle starts in 15
Alright, so this is our base. This is where we can come back using our B. And we'll heal up and we'll retrieve some Titan shards. I'll talk more about the gameplay as we kind of go along. So as I said, I'm controlling using Wazda. I covered the basics earlier. As you can see, our ultimate gauge is filling up. Here's our experience, our level, and I believe we get additional ability upgrades as we level up. Right now, what I'm doing is capturing a Titan site, and this gives us points. There's multiple ways you can get points. Basically, last hitting these minions here, killing other masters on the enemy team. Just last hit that, so you get the extra 1 point. And like I said, killing other masters or capturing other camps which have not spawned in yet. As you see these like little shrine things at the top and bottom, those are you basically capture them, and kind of a boss goes down the lane for you. So those are pretty important. And there's kind of a meter for overheating, so that you're not just spamming basic attacks. Trying to watch out here. Looks like we're pretty even on points. There are 3 win conditions to this game. destroying the enemy core, which we were kind of just there earlier. As you see, there's a countdown from 30 minutes. At the end of 30 minutes, whoever has the most points will win, or if either team gets 1,000 points first. Let's see if we can do anything about this.
The enemy slain the monster. Ultra protectors have spawned.
Multi protectors have spawned, so that's basically the up there.
Rocket!
As you can see, we're getting points from kills. Try to get that last hit there. Nice. Let's see if we can flank around and do something about that. Ah, she went back. Alright. So what I'm gonna try to do is capture the enemy team's Titan side, because they don't appear to be doing that. So I'm just gonna try to sneak over here. Try all sneaky like. Try to get some extra points for us. And they might be capturing this down here, so I'm gonna help them with that. Yep, appears so.
Coming through! Say goodbye! Here comes the boom!
Oop. Trying to make a play there. There we are. They're able. Team was able to follow up, and they should be able to capture that altar if they turn around and do something. So we'll, back at the base, we can upgrade our abilities here. So I like to keep it a little well-rounded. Let's focus on health and defense on our Coom, and we can refund our points here. Penetration, weapon damage too. Actually, some health. So we'll just use our speed boost here.
Allied Titan approaching.
So our allied Titan pushes down mid lane, and every time a Titan dies, whether it's the enemies or ours, a Titan shard drops, and this can be picked up. A Titan shard can be picked up by anybody, and you have to take it back to base. And I believe it gives you points, and I believe 6 Titan shards allow you to transform one team member to transform into a Titan incarnate, which is really powerful.
The field is bloody.
We're just gonna try to flank here. Believe they have vision of us. Okay.
The field is bloody.
I'm just trying to stall here for them, so until we can get some backup. I believe they are. Normally, I would kind of want to push up with the Titan in the mid lane, but this is also
Molten rain. No, damn it. An enemy guardian tower has been destroyed.
You can't do too much.
The enemy is in a frenzy.
Hopefully, they can follow that up. Meanwhile, our Titan's just pushing down. I'm not sure you got the Titan shard. I don't think you did.
We've been shut down.
We still have more points than them, which is a good indicator of who's winning or losing.
The enemy's captured a point.
So we're just gonna try to
The enemy has been
defend
shut
against
down.
this.
The enemy has surrendered.
And you might have seen these like monsters where the exclamation points are when while I was walking through the jungle. What those do is people will kill them so that they give buffs or kind of like special defenses or stats against against the enemy team for the entire team.
Enemy guardian tower has been destroyed.
I think I'll try to get
Coming through.
samples soon. Looks like they're making a big push down the bots after we finish this.
Allied Titan shard acquired.
Actually, we're just gonna
Allied
back.
guardian tower has been destroyed.
So with the boss up there, you can see that it's pushing up top a lot, and we return the Titan Shard. We're gonna upgrade our abilities. We're gonna upgrade this. Like I said, I try to keep it well-rounded. Most people will. The smarter thing to do is probably to focus on one. Looks like they're pushing back on top. Also, one thing I love about this game: height difference. As you can see, you can get the height. And the Fog of War, which is called this Shroud of Darkness here, that kind of limits your vision.
Frenzy.
That depends on the height too, which is pretty cool.
Say goodbye.
So we're just gonna try and capture this, show you the
Multi-kill.
buff that gives to our allies. And I believe it gives us additional points.
Enemy multi-kill.
So let's see here.
We've been shut down.
Keeper's Rage, 50% weapon damage, crit chance. So yeah, it gives us additional stats, which are pretty helpful. Looks like he's trying to do this. We'll help him out here.
Coming through.
Point capture. Enemy Titan approaching.
Alright, we're gonna try to flank around. Like that's worked so well. Try to escape. Wall them in. Go offensive on them. Try to absorb more damage. We have 2 cooldowns on our switch. We can switch now. Let's see if we can. If we might be able to. Ah, dodge. Alright. So yeah, they're pinging middle lane, which we're just gonna do that. Gosh.
Altar protectors have spawned.
Molten rain.
The field is light. Surrendered. Enemy multi-kill. An allied guardian tower has been destroyed. The enemy is slain a monster. An allied guardian tower has been destroyed.
I could have switched there, but I didn't. Surprising that we lost that team fight. Okay, so there it is. Looks like this guy might be able to win it for us. Some addition. Oh yeah, definitely.
Down.
The enemy is slain a monster.
After this, I'm gonna try to go get this and these 2 Titan sites. They can handle
Allied
this.
Titan
Coming
approaching.
Try and get the last hit. Alright. So they're pinging that, they want that there. We're gonna try to go there without Looks like the whole team's converging. This is a really good team, I have to say. I haven't seen this level of coordination too much. Oh, we gotta get there now. Ah! I was too focused on get to disrupting that. Now let's see how we're doing on score. Third place, not too bad. I died more times than I would like. That gives the enemy team points, so you don't want to do that too much. Kills would be okay. Third. So we're doing third out of 5. Now let's try to improve that a bit. Alright.
Executioner.
Nice.
We've been shut down. Enemy multi-kill.
Looks, I think they're okay on the bottom. Oh, they still managed to capture it. Okay.
Enemy core tower has been destroyed. The enemy core is vulnerable.
Oh. So I'm just gonna capture this for my team. And I'm doing this while our lane is pushing a lot, so I don't have to worry too much about the enemy intervening. Or I hope I don't have to. It's there. Oh, there it is. That's what I was worried about. Had to jinx it. Just gonna try to pull off back here.
Enemy Titans approaching. Adamant's altar is available for capture. Adamant will now assist your enemies. Multi-kill. Allied Titan approaching.
Oh.
Can't give up.
Enemy multi-kill.
Oh, we're still ahead in points, which is good. Let's see how much we can. Oh, not too much.
Titan transformation available.
Nice. One thing about this game that is unlike any other MOBAs is that you can't unlock your screen and move your look at other areas of the map where your master isn't, or where the game doesn't want you to or wants you to look.
Molten rain.
Alright.
An enemy's become a Titan incarnate.
Ooh. We have a thing available to us. Looks like bottom lane needs help. Well, okay, so in MOBAs, this is referred to as top lane, middle lane, and bottom lane, if you didn't know. So that Master's Attunement is Helix, and I am weak to it. Let's see if I can do something about that. Try to get the jump on it.
The field is bloody.
At least I slay.
Again, I could have switched there. Not too good on the switching. At least this game.
Enjoy your
Enemy Titan approaching.
Which is good because we have our own Titan coming in. I shouldn't have used my speed boost there, because there's a speed boost already automatically when you get out of that main area base. Oh, whoa, what's going on up there?
Here comes the boom.
The enemy is slain on Allied Titan approaching.
Say goodbye.
Ultra protectors have spawned.
What? I got that. Additional points. We're gonna jump here.
Here comes the boom.
Jumps can actually dodge some abilities. It's kind of difficult to describe which ones, but I like to jump to avoid AoE, area of effect, healer abilities. Anyways, let's get this Titan shard since nobody else will. It's like just kind of help out here. Let's shoot. Sure. So what that is a vote to for somebody on our team to transform into a Titan, which I think is good to have a vote, because you know some people, they just want to troll, they just don't want to take the game seriously, so they'll just like screw around with it. So team members can vote yes or no, as like, I don't want this specific person to take the Titan Incarnate.
We've been shut down.
Looks like they were trying to do a hard push up there. Looks like we're looking to finish. I'll use our speed boost, jump over that, get closer to where our team is.
An allied guardian tower has been
This person has a Titan shard, they really shouldn't be here. Well, it's not too bad if they give it up, but it's something that I wouldn't like to leave on the battlefield. There, we aren't gaining too much here, so I'm just gonna go back, help them defend.
Ultra protectors
Bye.
have spawned.
Rocket.
Get out of here.
Titan shard acquired.
Like I said,
Allied Titan approaching.
you really shouldn't be up there in the battlefield with the Titan shard. I'm just gonna run this all the way back to base. I think it's quicker that way. You know, I'll get health, get some new. Another speed boost. Our team is kind of even right now. Except we have a lot more points.
Multi-kill. Adamant's altar is available for capture.
16. I am lacking on the levels though. We gotta go right quick here just to capture the Titan site. Even though it's 3 points, 3 points can be very
Adamant will now assist
influential
your enemies.
in the game.
Point capture.
Just gonna use a pop right here, so like if we need it a minute later, we can just have it up again.
Enemy Titan approaching.
That's not too good. All we can do is kind of poke here. Yeah, they have a character that does damage on a long range, so we're just gonna back,
Available.
help them back at
Course
base.
vulnerable.
Here comes the boom. Lay waste.
have to. So this is a Titan core, which is a win condition. So we have to keep this alive. You see the health bar over here. So we have to defend against the other Titans now.
Here comes the boom.
Whoa, you see that health? Yeah, sure.
Enemy Titan incarnate core is under attack.
GG. Disappointing. We had more points. Overall, I didn't get as much as a high score as I. Oh, okay. As I would have liked. I died a lot more than I. Here it is. A lot more than I would have liked. Didn't get as many kills as I usually do. But overall, that's Master X Master. This playtest on, which started November 21st and I believe runs until 28th. So we still level up. Got some new inventory, so got some new items here. Got a new node, which is cool. New mission, and we can collect this gold. So like I said, during this playtest, life charger. Yeah. During this playtest, only the PvP aspect has been unlocked for us. And I think the life charger is for the PvP, so that's Master X Master. Hope you've enjoyed this video. Until next time.